Okay, so I've heard back from Posh, and I'm gonna keep working to get this going. So first thing, I'm looking at the video, and it looks like the needle's curved. I think that's lens curvature. You see, if I roll it, it rolls nice and smooth. So it's not bent. Not that's just visual trickery. Ignore it. Um, I will now. Let's go back to what the issue is. So again, looking here at the trigger. You can see I've got a rounded edge, I've got a flat edge. I'm going to put the rounded edge towards the back of the airbrush. I'm going to line that up so that it hits the valve. All right. So, and again, this part of the trigger, nice and I like that action. So that's on the valve. Still don't know what this is called, but I'm going to put it in. I got the nub at the top, goes into the channel here. Just kind of rest it in there. Next up, put the spring over the piece. This is our needle tensioner. So I'm going to put this in. And this is what Paasche told me I should work on. So I'm going to thread this in here further. And they said I didn't go, I should tighten it more. And that was my issue, is that I wasn't going tightening enough. I am going to put the needle in here just to keep the trigger in place. So, and you can see I'm just going in till I see the tip inside the bowl, and then I can stop. So that'll keep the needle from falling out. That's all I'm doing that for. Now I'm going to tighten this in. Heck, I'm going to tighten it in all the way even. So I'm going to tighten it in. So that's finger tight. I'm going to go here, and yeah, that goes in the right way. And I'm going to put this on just to give me something to grab onto so I can pull it back. Show this is, it's interesting. It's binding just a little bit. I can feel it as I pull back. But man, I can still pull that back. But when I go to the trigger, there's, I mean, up and down, that's the valve. Valve is still good. The needle's holding it in, so it's not going to fall out. But I cannot. I'm applying a reasonable amount of pressure there. Certainly not something I'd want to use while airbrushing. So this is as tight as it can go, finger tight. So I'm going to back it off now. I'm going to give it a couple of twists. That's still moving. And again, that is not working. I'm going to back off a bit more. So, and I'm going to, so this now is as tight as it gets because it's going to hold the needle in place. So so this is as loose as I can make the tensioner while the look at that, that's like flopping around. There's nothing holding. But this that fell out of the channel. If I do that manually, it'll do that. So I can see that's pulling the needle back out, or the trigger. So without actually pulling that back, still no luck. Anyway, that was the advice I received from Paasche, was to tighten this all the way in. Again, I'm just doing this again. It has not made any change, and you can see it doesn't go past vertical at all. I'm going to take this apart real quickly, do a quick visual inspection. My question here is whether or not I'm dealing with bent pieces. So I look at this, and this part can cycle up and down. Doesn't look bent, doesn't look damaged to me. This looks like the way it should be manufactured. I've played around with the positioning of that. I've looked down for any sort of obstruction inside the barrel. This doesn't look like anything's broken. I don't see, you can see where I've cleaned it. I don't think there's anything that it should be binding on. You can even see, if you look, you see the tip of the valve sticking up in there. And you can see inside there. This all looks like everything I've seen. I'm still 100% stymied and would love any assistance. Thank you for watching.